news, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Now listen. As a player, you owe yourself, your team, your coach, and your fans good health. Don't joke with your health. Your superpower is your good health.
Yes, sir! Yes, coach! Let's go!
This message is powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
Sarah's back to help the defence and out with Bukayo Saka, much to the delight of the handful of Senegalese fans that have made the journey. Ezra has won it back. Now it's Gallagher. It's still Conor Gallagher. Gordon. Spill. Harry Kane's there. Wherever, whenever. Harry Kane just loves playing for England and he loves scoring goals for England. Here is Njai. On to Ghana. And Idrissa Gana Gueye is prevented by Dean Henderson from equalising for Senegal.
That's a good save. Stretching and gets his shot away through legs. Sees it late.
Now he's on the search again. Keeps it alive and Ismaila Sarr's arriving. And he's beaten Kyle Walker to it. And Senegal are level. The first team to bridge Thomas Tuchel's England are Senegal. And after 40 minutes of this match at the City Ground, I don't think England can have too many complaints. They have been warned. There goes Diarra. He's got support too. It's Diarra for Senegal who take the lead. Senegal in control. And England have got a touch green around the girls. Jones has been dispossessed here. And now England have got real trouble. Lamine Camara is steaming forward. He's got Njai over on the far side. And joining is Sabali. And England have beaten the first African side to beat England are Senegal. And they have done it at Nottingham Forest City Ground. Sabali with the clinching goal. He got 15 this season for Mets as they got promoted to the top flight. But that goal means the world to the Senegalese supporters. A night of triumph for them. For England, a very different feeling.
A very different feeling for England last night against Senegal. Well, Senegal, that is placed 19th on the FIFA rankings, beating England, that is in the top 10 position. You're welcome to Kickoff Sports Show this raining Wednesday morning here in the city of Ibadan. My name is Oladapo Okunubi, aka Young Striker 9. How you doing? Well, wherever you are, we're here in the city of Ibadan. It is raining, but I don't know. For those of you listening in Lagos, listening in Ogun State, for those also listening in the US, UK, this morning via our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Solutions 939 FM, and for those listening via Radio Garden, what is the weather condition in that area? Most especially in the UK, it won't be a good weather, most especially after Senegal defeated England at their backyard. It will be a good weather right then, Senegal, most especially after that victory last night. Well, we look at so many other stories coming from the world of sports this morning. We'll look at what is happening in the world of tennis, same as preparations for the Club World Cup. Well, remember the Game 3 of the NBA Final is going down in the next few hours, and we look at that as well on the show this morning. Same as what the transfer window looked like for the Club World Cup. It has been closed and will be reopened. We look at some businesses done on that side. Well, we look at Job Bellingham, who moved to Borussia Dortmund. He had his first interview as a player of that club, sharing his expectation, sharing his hopes, and the decision to move to Germany. This and more will be a focus on the show this morning. We're live on Facebook. Mustafa Taiwo, Adeomi Kazim, Adeoshun Timilei. Thank you guys for joining live. Well, guys, you can jump on those platforms and let's have your take. It is Kickoff Sports Show. Let's start with tennis. Well, for Emma Raducanu, she is in a great spirit right now, most especially with the way she's been getting results. A free and expressive Emma Raducanu began a grass court single campaign with an impressive straight set victory over Spanish qualifier Cristina Bussar at Queen's. Now, Britain needed just 1 hour and 5 minutes to breeze past the number 112 Bussar 6-1, 6-2 and clearly relished the occasion in front of a home crowd at the West London tournament. Well, we always say it's when you go back home, you have to get it right from home before coming back out. Just like what happened to Ousmane Dembele going to PSG, finding his form and winning the UEFA Champions League, same as the league on a title, same as more. But now let's look at more updates. Looking at the world of tennis, same as the HSBC Championships, WTA 500, where Emma Raducanu is in action. I mean, she was in action yesterday. She got her win. And she will be in action today in the doubles, where she'll be teaming up with Katie Butler against Ludmila Kichenok and Erin Rotlev. And that doubles is going down by 12 o'clock. Same time, we have Ellen Perez teaming up with Shuang Zhang against Olivia Nichols and Teresa Mihalikova. While the singles game for today, Emma Navarro will be in action against Beatrice Haddad Mahia by 1 p.m. Karolina Munkova against Tajna Mahia by 2 o'clock and 2:30. Sonai Qatar will take on Amanda Anisimova, and Madison Keys taking on Anastasia Zakharova by 4 p.m. At that WTA 500 HSBC Championship. Talking about more updates coming from the world of tennis, we go straight to Germany this morning at the Stuttgart Open ATP 250. We've got games going down today. Arthur Janek in the next 52 minutes will be up against Martha Fuskovic, as Ben Shelton will take on Perry Hughes Bond by 11:30. And we have more to go down. Quentin Highlands will take on Taylor Fritz by 2 p.m. Jean-Landu Struff will be in action the last game of the day by 4 p.m. against Jerry Lihecker. Well, let's quickly take you straight to the Libema Open ATP 250. Jordan Thompson will be in action by 10 o'clock this morning against Gabriel Diallo. And we have Roberto Batista Agut against Ubal Khan. Rinky Hinchikata against Daniel Evans by 12:30. Karen Kachanov taking on Mackenzie McDonald by 1 p.m. Laszlo Jerry taking the last singles game of the day by 3 p.m. against Mark Lajar. Now, away from tennis, let us talk NBA, where Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Haliburton dismissed any concern over his injury status heading into Game 3 of the NBA Finals, acknowledging after practice on Tuesday that he was dealing with a lower leg thing, but that he felt fine and would not be hampered in any way for Game 3, although journalists saw him limp off after the interview, or even in the game too as well, looking at how his body was going into Game 3. Let us see what happens in Game 3. Remember, for Indiana Pacers winning a game, Oklahoma City Thunders winning in the Game 2, so it is tied 1-1. Let's see what happens in Game 3. Moving away from NBA this morning. But before moving away from NBA, the New York Knicks requested permission to speak to Houston Rockets coach Ime Udoka and Minnesota Timberwolves coach Chris Finch for their open head coaching job, but were denied on both accounts. The Knicks could request permission for all the current head coaches too. So it's just like the transfer in football is also like in the NBA. Remember what is happening between Brentford and Tottenham Hotspur, planning to speak with coach Thomas Frank to take up the vacant managerial job in Tottenham Hotspur after firing Europa winning coach Anke Postecoglou. Now, moving away from that, let's go straight and talk football on the show this morning. It is the 9:10 from Solutions 93.9 FM. It is Kickoff Sports Show on this wet, raining morning here. Well, let's talk football here, where we are getting updates from the Flying Eagles coach, who's planning to reshuffle the squad.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
You fit sabi dribble o, but you no fit dribble pass malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
Kickoff Sports Show still live on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Oladapo Okunubi, and we're still talking sports now, talking football on the show here. Remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. You can also listen to us live on Radio Garden. Type Solutions 939 FM. Go straight to Google Play Store. Go download the app. Type Solutions 939 FM. You get the app. Download, listen live, check our shows, know more about the station. Now, Flying Eagles head coach Ali Zubeiru has promised to inject new players into his squad ahead of the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. The seven-time champions finished third at the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations in Egypt last month. The team struggled to score goals at the competition. The Flying Eagles will face Colombia, Saudi Arabia, and Norway in Group F of the World Cup in Chile. The West Africans will face Norway in the opening fixture at the Estadio Fiscal del Talcar on September 29. Chile will host the competition from 27th September to 19th October 2025. Okay, now let's talk about England, who suffered their first ever defeat by African opposition in their 22nd match against the nations from that continent, as they lost 3-1 to Senegal in an international friendly game at the City Ground on Tuesday night. Well, the Three Lions had met African heavyweights like Super Eagles of Nigeria, Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, Pharaohs of Egypt, Bafana of South Africa, Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, Fennec Foxes of Algeria, Black Stars of Ghana, the Elephants of Ivory Coast in 21 previous meetings with African oppositions without defeat. But that defeat came yesterday with Senegal coming from a goal down to score 3 goals in that one. Well, the team also faced boos coming from the fans, but for Thomas Tuchel, he picked positives inside that game. Also believes that that loss will also bring the players back to their best. Here is Thomas Tuchel, coach of the Three Lions of England, speaking after the loss last night.
I'm okay with the reaction that we showed. I think we equalized and had chances to equalize, big chances, and to turn maybe the match around. We didn't, so the result is the result. And it is, like I said, it is a learning. And it is a tough learning at the moment because we hate to lose. But that's what it is. And we use this test. Everyone who played deserved to play. I am 100% convinced of that. And we need to see the players under these kind of conditions against one of the top 20 teams in the world to be smarter after. No, it would have been nice. Then we would have been a step ahead. So now we go into a long break with bad feeling and with a loss, which is not simply not nice and which is not what we wanted. I will never be glad for a loss, and I'm glad for tough tests and for challenges. So we wanted to feel the quality of a top 20 team. We felt the quality, individual quality, and of Senegal. We felt what it means to them. I heard them in the dressing room before the match. I heard them in the dressing room after the match. So we know, and then you know exactly what it means to them to play against us, and how much joy they express, and if they make this happen. So it's the right thing to test. It's the right thing to challenge. Of course, we demand a lot of ourselves, and I demand a lot of myself, and we wanted to play better against Andorra, and we wanted to do better today. Not everything was bad today. The result is absolutely not what we wanted, but it is in the moment a learning, a tough learning, like you said, and still a learning.
Coach Thomas Tuchel of Three Lions of England speaking after the 3-1 loss against Senegal last night. Looking at the rankings on the FIFA table, England is ranked number 4, and Senegal is placed 19th. Even Senegal just dropped 2 places down to that 19th. So it shows the top quality of friendly games that some teams actually be playing. Super Eagles of Nigeria, remember, had a draw against Russia, defeated Jamaica via penalty shootout in the Unity Cup. Defeated Black Stars of Ghana. But this is a top friendly game. But hey, we're going to break, and when we come back, we talk more updates on the show. Remember, England's next game is a World Cup qualifiers in the group stages. It's going to be the match day 5 against Andorra. So it's going to be the back-to-back game. Do not go anywhere.
have an appointment.
Abeg.
Why all this commotion for Mommy Dolapo's shop?
It's Rocky by Chin Chin, oh. Everybody's saying a better snack all day long.
Now wow. This Rocky by Chin Chin, they're good for money snack. What are you eating that got you so excited like this?
Mr. Tunde, na Rocky by Chin Chin, oh.
Rocky by Chin Chin?
Yes, Oga. It's very delicious and nourishing.
Are you serious?
You don't believe me? Go ahead, have a taste.
Wow, no wonder everyone is crazy about it. Mary, help me and go get some Rocky by Chin Chin so I can use it for breakfast.
Okay, sir. Rocky by Chin Chin. Very delicious. Yummy. Rocky.
Rocky by Chin Chin. Unleash the unstoppable snack adventure. Produced by Sumal Foods.
My guy, you dey feel dull? Body just dey slow like Monday morning. Abeg, no dull yourself. Na boom boom you need. From the first sip, everywhere go clear, your eye go open, your body go ginger. You wan hustle? You wan run am for gym? You dey on the move back to back? Na boom boom go give you the energy to show face steady, sharp, clean. No yawa. Na the energy drink wey dey match your vibe. Street no dey sleep, and you no suppose slow down. With boom boom, the energy drink wey NAFDAC approve, you dey ready for anything from Naija traffic to late night waka. No gree for dull moments. Boom boom day. Pump pump, sip pump, make everywhere go boom. You fit get boom boom can energy drink for stores wey dey near you. Boom boom, energy wey sabi. Stay on go, party hard.
TMTC is the option for pregnant woman with HIV. No go lose card, your baby can be HIV. Opportunity, TMTC oh, is the option for the only option. Pregnant woman with HIV. No get plan B, your baby can be HIV.
Oh yes, a woman living with HIV can give birth to a HIV-free baby with the right care, treatment, and support. All you need to do is go to the nearest health center and start your PMTCT services today. Our trained health workers are ready to care for you and your baby with love, respect, and confidentiality. So, what are you waiting for? Take the bold step now. PMTCT is free, it is safe, and could save a life. Early detection saves lives. For more information and support, call us now on 6222. It is free. This message is brought to you by the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA, with partnership from the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Kickoff Sports Show still live on Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Oladapo. Could be thank you for staying tuned, and we keep monitoring updates for you on the show this morning. Now, talking about updates from the national teams. Remember, England lost a friendly game against Senegal, which we talked about earlier, but it was a good win for Brazil under coach Ancelotti. His second game in charge, and that was his first win after Brazil qualified for the World Cup, beating Paraguay 1-0. Now, Brazil qualified for the 2026 World Cup with that 1-0 victory and the wee hours of today in Sao Paulo. The win was the first for new manager Carlo Ancelotti, whose first match in charge was goalless with Ecuador. And guess who scored the goal for Carlo Ancelotti? A man Brazilians feel like is not in good form or in good shape for the national team. That's Vinicius Junior, a player who played under coach Carlo Ancelotti in Real Madrid. Now, the result puts Brazil on 25 points with only 2 rounds of games remaining, meaning the 5-time World Cup winners are assured of one of the common balls, 6 automatic berths for the tournament in the United States, Mexico, and Canada next year. So, in the wee hours of today, remember yesterday, Chile got knocked out of the World Cup qualifiers, and the coach of the side has also announced his decision to part ways with the team. Alexis Sanchez came out to apologize to fans of Chile, saying that, well, the golden generation is gone. There is no golden generation again, but the Chileans will have to forgive them. Remember the one, the Common Ball back-to-back in 2015-2016. But coach of the Chilean national team, Ricardo Gareca, confirmed that he stepped down as Chile's head coach after their hopes of reaching to the 2026 World Cup ended with 2-0 away loss to Bolivia. Now, checking more updates on the show this morning as we keep tracking what is happening to national teams. Peru and Ecuador played out goalless, with Ecuador having a man sent off. Argentina, Colombia played out a 1-0 draw with a man sent off, and Argentina scored the world champions in that one. So, well, we'll wait to see if this will also make Lionel Messi. Maybe this will be the last World Cup for Lionel Messi. We wait to see what happens at the end of the day. Well, some matches were also played in the North and Central America in the World Championship, with Dominican Republic beating Dominica 5-0, and Jamaica thrashing Guatemala 3-0. Guyana beating Montserrat 3-0. Panama beating Nicaragua 3-0. Costa Rica beating Trinidad and Tobago 2-1. El Salvador playing 1-1 with Suriname. Puerto Rico beating Saint Vincent and Grenadines 2-1. Honduras defeated Antigua and Barbuda 2-0. Well, now talking transfer stories and updates coming on the show this morning from England and from Manchester City. Well, updates coming from Manchester City has it that the club has completed the £46.3 million signing of midfielder Tijani Range from Italian Serie A AC Milan. The 26-year-old signed a 5-year deal at the club. Now, Range is a Netherlands international who had the most goals and assists of any midfielder in the Serie A last season. It was a bright spark in a disappointing season for Milan, who only finished 8th in Serie A, missing out of qualification for Europe. Rangers, who joined the Italian giants from AZ Alkmaar in the summer of 2023, scored 15 goals in all competitions last season and will bolster Pep Guardiola's midfield options following the departure of Kevin De Bruyne. Well, good signing, right? And let's keep tracking more on the show. Now, after a busy 10 days in which £400 million was spent by Premier League clubs, the transfer window has officially closed 6 days before it opens again. This summer has seen an unusual two-part transfer window to allow clubs to sign players for the FIFA World Cup, which begins on Sunday, 15th of June. The window will open once more on Monday, 16th of June, before closing on 1st of September, Monday. That'll be by 7 p.m. British time for Premier League, EFL and Scottish Premier League clubs. Now, FIFA rules states transfer windows can last more than 16 weeks in a calendar year, hence the split this summer. All right. Now, remember Chelsea signed the different players, splashing £89.5 million to bring in Liam Delap, Dario Esigo, Mamadou Sarr, Estavio Williams. Remember Manchester City brought in Manchester United, I beg your pardon, brought in Matheus Cunha. And you look at what Manchester City also has been doing in the transfer window. Well, a man who made a move also, he got confirmed yesterday, and that is Jude Bellingham, the younger brother of Jude Bellingham, is now a Dortmund player. Here, let's listen to what he has to say, making a move to Germany from England.
All right, Joe, congratulations. You're a Borussia Dortmund player now. How does that feel? Yeah, it feels amazing. It's a great privilege because it's the dream of many people and mine also in the last few weeks. So yeah, I'm delighted to be here. Well, firstly, I'm looking forward to Club World Cup. It should be a great tournament. It's the first, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be quite historical. But beyond that, I think, of course, my first league game at the stadium. I'm really excited to see, obviously, the South Stand and the supporters in it. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So far, that's all I've thought about, really.
What do you remember from the South Stand, thinking of your visits before?
Just that they were really loud, so vibrant as well. So many colours and so many flags and the scarves. Yeah, constantly loud, and I've seen them on away games. They travel so well as well. So yeah, amazing. The last 3 weeks have been incredible for me, to be honest. Filled with so many great moments. So yeah, and this is obviously one of them. Signing for Borussia Dortmund. But obviously the playoff final and the whole playoffs at my previous club was something that meant a lot to me. It was really special, and I was glad that I could finish on that note. They're massive games, and I'm glad we got over the line in the end. So those games, and as well as, you know, deciding what's going to happen with my future, and then knowing what's going to happen and then waiting for it to happen is also another thing. So the last few days I've been waiting, not very patiently, but I've been waiting nevertheless for this moment.
You've already mentioned it, like you've promoted to actually the English Premier League with Sunderland, but why did you finally decide to go?
That was the first exclusive interview of Jude Bellingham with Borussia Dortmund. Well, he will be playing the Club World Cup with Borussia Dortmund, and he has already pulled out of the Under-21 tournament. Well, coming up right now is Adedamola Lafenwa looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. So, Mr. President has told you some weekend not to listen to hearsay. So now there's this smooth relationship between Mr. President and Nyesom Wike. But Dele Momodu is not happy with that. Good morning, Adedamola Lafenwa.
Good morning, Striker 9. How you doing?
I'm good. A lot of PDP members are not happy with what the smooth relationship that is, flowing between Mr. President and Nyesom Wike. But do you think it's proper to name an ICC center after a living president who is currently serving?
Well, I was just speaking with Comrade Adeja Shokpe a while ago on phone, who will be joining me virtually on the program too, and we discussed that too. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't want to be the judge actually, but I've been able to, since the news broke yesterday, I have seen reactions from Nigerians that it is just more of
eye service,
boat leaking. I mean, that international conference center has been in existence for so long.
But he had to, is it remodel now?
He remodeled it, and he now renamed it after Mr. President. Well, time will tell. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. And as people, you're saying that some PDP members are not happy. I think most PDP members have looked away from Wike's side. But interestingly, this same Wike man called a meeting, a stakeholders meeting of the PDP, and he read some communique. He read a communique giving the stance of the PDP. I mean, imagine, I don't understand.
Has he hijacked the party?
I don't even understand the kind of game being played in the PDP at the national level.
Okay, I don't want to hijack your show this morning because I'm not here so weekend. Well, guys, do not go anywhere. Adedamola Lafenwa coming up right now with the comment Adeja Shokpe looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. My name is Oladapo Kunubi Yemi Alade with the Manzi Choir. Send down the rain. Like what I say, keep doing sports and stay safe.